Welcome students. Today we will again discuss about chapter number 15, that is improvement in food resources. In our previous session we studied about cattle farming in detail, in which we studied about cattle shed management, cattle feed requirement and its types, grooming in cattle health management, cattle diseases and vaccination in cattle. In today's session, we will study about poultry farming in detail. So let us begin with poultry farming. Rearing and breeding of hens and some other birds is known as poultry farming. The eggs and the meat produced by these birds are a rich source of proteins. India stands at 6th place in world in the field of poultry. So the birds which are useful in poultry are mainly of three types here. That is Gallus domesticus, which is our common hen, duck and turkey. So let us study about the zoological name of common hen, which you see in your surrounding. In this slide you can see the various types of hen. There are different color in these different pictures of hens. So the scientific name of red jungle fowl is Gallus, and the hen which we see in our home is Gallus domesticus. So here genus of this hen is Gallus and species is Gallus domesticus. Gallus is red jungle fowl and it has certain specific features. It comb in a single upright condition and serrated blades are there and a pair of wattles are present in its body. The males of this Gallus exhibit a specular coloring, whereas the female have drab color, but the feathers have identical morphology in both of the sexes. Here you can see the difference between male and female red jungle fowl. In this slide you can see the various common breeds of hen. White leghorn is there, which is used for egg production and it is very smallest in size. And Barrett Plymouth Rock is there, which is used for meat and egg both. New Hampshire is there, which is used for meat and egg once again. And White Rock is there, which is again used for meat and eggs, but it is largest in size. Now in this slide again you will see so many types of different breeds of these hens. Here also different types of chicken breeds are shown here. Leghorn, in which hen and cock are shown here, and White Plymouth Rock hen and cock, and Light Brahma hen and cock, then Silky, and then Asil hen and cock. Crossbreeding, you have already studied about it, and here also this technique of hybridization takes place to get desired trait in the hybrid variety of hens. So here hybridization between an Indian breed like Asil and a foreign breed like Leghorn has been done to bring about desirable traits in the improved variety. So in this slide you can see the pictures of both the Indian Asil and exotic Leghorn, and for getting these hybrids there are certain desired characters which should be there in that hybrid. These desired characters are listed here. It can be increased number and good quality of chicks production from these hybrids, and dwarf boiler parent for commercial chick production, summer adaptation capacity or tolerance to high temperature can also be achieved in hybrids. Low maintenance requirement can also be achieved through hybrids, and reduction in the size of egg-laying birds with ability to utilize more fibrous, cheaper diets formulated using agricultural byproducts is also one of the very important and economic point which is achieved in hybrids. Now these hens are of two types. The animal in this poultry farming can be divided into two types on the basis of the benefit which we take from them, or on the basis of their utilization. We can divide these animals into two parts: broilers and layers. The broilers are used for meat purpose. So broiler chickens are raised primarily for their meat. In broilers, the chickens can be ready to harvest around 6 weeks of age. In layers, which are generally used for their eggs, hens begin laying eggs around 4 months of age, and a good hen lays 1 egg per day, and it lays egg year round. So there is no certain time period in which the hen is going to lay egg. Here in this slide you can see some basic differences between layers and broilers. Let us quickly summarize these differences. Layers are egg laying birds, layers are females. Whereas in case of broilers, these are generally maintained for getting good meat, and some broilers are male and some are female. Layers should be able to produce more number of large size eggs without growing much in size. So we want more eggs from layers, so we don't want these birds to grow in size and become bulky. Whereas the aim is to get more and more number of eggs from these layers. So layers are specialized for this only. And in case of broilers, broilers should yield more meat and hence should be able to grow very well. So these broilers are very good in its build, so that we can get good amount of meat from them. Layers consume less feed. They need feed which is rich in vitamins. Whereas in case of broilers, broilers consume more food and they require feed which is rich in proteins, fats, minerals and micronutrients and vitamin A and K. Layers grow very slow as compared to the broilers. So here once again let us discuss about their feed. Broiler chickens are fed with vitamin rich supplement feed which is good for their growth rate and better feed efficiency. Feeding of laying hens are different, and this feed is given in a form of pellets with grain fed must used insoluble grit, and also fresh green feed is fed to poultry animals which are used for laying hens. And in housing, nutritional and environmental requirements of broilers are somewhat different from that of the layers. The rations of broilers is protein rich with adequate fat, as I told you earlier, and the level of vitamin A and K are kept very high in such animals' poultry feeds. Vegetarian eggs are infertile eggs and produced by without presence of cock. Here in this slide we will see the feed of broilers. Feed preparation is commercial feeds of the poultry as mash and pellets and crumbles, and less wastage when used as pellets or crumbles, and poultry grow faster and more commonly used for broilers and turkey than for laying hens. So here in this slide you can see the form of these pellet which I told you. Its size is like granules or like the grains of wheat. And here in this slide you can also see a broiler which has a very good build, and it's here it is mentioned that Purina meat bird feed includes. So Purina is one of the food of the meat bird, that is broiler, which is given to these broilers to increase their size, body weight, so that they become very bulky and become heavier. So now let us discuss about poultry care or management practices. For good production of poultry birds, maintenance of temperature and hygienic condition in the poultry housing are very much required. And the second thing which is required here is poultry feed. As I told you earlier, there is a specific requirement of broilers and layers, and this feed which is provided to these animals should be according to their requirement. Prevention and control of diseases and pests should be maintained in poultry farming. These poultry animals also suffer with various kind of diseases. So there should be some kind of vaccination for these animals. There should be proper cleaning, sanitation and spraying of disinfectants at regular level in the poultry farm. And the Indian Veterinary Research Institute IVRI Uttaranchal prepares a vaccine against Ranikhet disease. Here in this diagram, in this slide, you can see a vaccine is given to a hen. So this shows that yes, there is tremendous development in medical sciences in case of poultry farming also, and these poultry animals also suffer with various kinds of diseases. Children, you must be aware of swine flu. Nowadays we are suffering with one of the pandemic, and few years back there was an epidemic of or pandemic of swine flu also. So that swine flu also spread through these animals, poultry animals only. So these animals also suffer with different type of diseases, and there are certain vaccines which are used to prevent that diseases. There are some kind of diseases which can be caused by viruses, bacteria and funguses also. So these viral diseases can be Ranikhet disease. Actually, Ranikhet is the name of one of the place in Uttaranchal. So this disease was first discovered there. On the basis of that place's name, the disease's name is given here, that is a Ranikhet disease. Then Fowlpox disease is there, dermatitis is there, and bird flu is also called. These birds also suffer with certain bacterial diseases. These bacterial diseases can be fowl cholera and fowl typhoid. There are certain common fungal diseases also found in these birds. These fungal diseases can be mycotic disease, candidiasis disease and aspergillosis disease. So for maintaining proper health of these birds, we need to provide them highly nutritious feed, and we also need to maintain cleanliness in poultry farm. We also need to provide some vaccines to these birds so that they will not get viral diseases. You know, children, that few years back there was a case of swine flu which was pandemic, and that swine flu came from these poultry farm animals only. So maintaining proper health of these poultry animals is very, very important. Otherwise it can increase certain diseases up to certain level that it can directly or indirectly affect us too. For checking the infection of bacterial and fungal diseases, we need to maintain proper cleanliness and hygiene in poultry farm. And still, if the animal gets infected by these bacterial and fungal diseases, we need to apply some antibacterial doses to them and some fungal ointment to these animals. Now let us conclude what we have done in today's session. We started our session with the introduction of poultry farming, in which we studied that poultry farming is undertaken to raise domestic fowl for egg production and chicken for meat purpose. Therefore, improved poultry breeds are developed and formed to produce layers for eggs and broilers for meat. Then the crossbreeding programs between Indian and exotic breeds were also developed for getting some desired traits into them. The desired traits were number and quality of chicks, dwarf broilers parent for commercial chick production, summer adaptation capacity or tolerance to high temperature, low maintenance requirement and reduction in the size of egg laying bird with ability to utilize more fibrous cheaper diets formulated using agricultural byproducts. Then we started studying about the different qualities and differences between eggs or layers and broilers. And we also studied about the food requirement of these layers in broiler animals. We also studied that the housing and nutritional and environmental requirements of broilers are somewhat different from those of layers. And we also studied about this that the ration for broilers is protein rich with adequate fat. The level of vitamin A and K are kept very high in poultry feeds. Poultry fowl suffer with number of diseases that can be caused by viruses, bacteria, fungi, and these diseases can also be caused by certain nutritional deficiencies. These necessitates proper cleaning, sanitation, and spraying of disinfectants at regular intervals into a poultry farm. Appropriate vaccination can prevent the occurrence of infectious diseases and reduce the loss of poultry during an outbreak of diseases. Now children, there are some questions for you. The first question is, what is the difference between layers and broilers? And the second question is, what are major poultry diseases? As usual, you have to write the answer of these questions in your rough notebook. Thank you.